Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan and from just about every other corner on the planet. Why? Because we're talking about XRP and Ripple, and they are making things happen all over the world. So you're not going to hear me talk about poker, or you won't hear me give some apology for an ICO that I might have recommended to you last year. And I'm definitely not going to sing you any Christmas music. We are going to talk about XRP and Ripple and a few other digital assets that are really making this space exciting. So the first story is eToro and Mumsnet. They did a research that reveals that over half the mothers, 55%, want to take control of their finances. And the females that are investing on eToro, XRP, is the number one crypto asset. That is followed by Bitcoin at 15% as opposed to 56% with XRP. Ethereum is number 3 at 10%. Litecoin is number 4 at 6%, and Stellar is bringing up the rear at 3%. Now, 74% of these mothers are in crypto assets for the long haul, and 71% respectively are doing it for the future of their children. Okay, if you have been watching any of the YouTubes in the last 24 hours for XRP and Ripple, you probably have seen this story more than once. And if you've been monitoring Twitter, the same. But I want to point out some key aspects that Coinone, yes, they are going to roll out a remittance program through Asia in Thailand and the Philippines using the Ripple technology. It is the first, this is the key part, it is the first to come out of South Korea in regards to a blockchain-powered remittance mobile app. And that service is called Cross. Now, I wasn't so surprised when I saw the name Coinone. And I'll explain why. Because back in May of this year, we had an announcement with SBI, Ripple Asia, and Coinone. So they announced that they had signed a contract to use xCurrent with the agreement to test this international remittance service utilizing the blockchain. The Coinone is under the umbrella of Daily Financial Group, and the investment destination of the FinTech fund was channeled through there and managed by SBI. So it was very important for SBI to actually conduct these international remittance experiments with the major banks in Korea. And finally, look what came to fruition. So I just want to say again, we are so lucky to have SBI Holdings getting the adoption to occur in this part of the world. And if you are new to crypto, or if you're new to XRP and Ripple, I want to point out one of the very best bloggers in this space, and that's Hodor. He did a fantastic article. Yes, he wrote it a year ago, but it is still very relevant. It's SBI's impact on XRP. So he does a fantastic job explaining how SBI was formed, the verticals in which it operates in, how the deal between SBI and Ripple is structured, and what exactly their role is in getting the adoption for not only the technology, but of course for the use of the digital bridge asset XRP. So I'm going to put the link to this in the comment section below. And Hodor, you just do great work. Okay, what's big here is Singapore, another Singapore story. So the top exchange Binance, and Binance is really on top these days, it announced that it has a conference coming up the third week in January. It's going to be a Seifu hackathon. Now, hackathons are important, believe it or not. They will very often create and develop brand new tools for the industry, in particular tools that are used for the safeguarding of crypto assets for security. And there will be some 2,000 attendees, but also two very important speakers. Eric Van Miltenburg, who is the Senior VP of Global Operations with Ripple, he's going to be there, along with Justin Sun of Tron. I'd love to see him speak in person. I can't go. I've got a visitor coming from the United States that third week in January, but it's so close for me to hop down to Singapore, but I just can't make it. If you are lucky enough to go, you'll get to see those two people speak live. And then today, I just learned about this particular video. It is of Ross D'Arcy. He is being interviewed by Martin Klaus in Poland. And Ross is the sales director of Europe. And Poland had the Impact FinTech 18. Before he was in Poland, he was actually speaking in Croatia. These guys are busy. They are really busy getting the word out. So he does a good job at explaining where Ripple is growing, where they have been active. So they've, of course, got the Bank of Santander and Sweden, Brazil. There are 12 banks now in the Middle East. If you listened about a month ago to Dilip Rao talk about the banking partnerships, he mentioned 9 banks, but now we see that this has been grown to 12 banks. And of course, the banks in Southeast Asia, that list is growing. India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Thailand, Philippines, now South Korea with today's announcement. This part of the world is really making some traction. And then in the 12-minute, 46-second mark, we learn that nearly 150 of those 200 contracts that Dilip told us were signed, 150 of them are now nearly live. So step by step by step, this company Ripple is making big ripples around the world. Okay, this is COS. COS this is another, more news out of Singapore. COS was able to bring their 1.20 live and migrate it totally onto a whole new system. They have used all new code with enhanced security and new multi-sig warm and cold wallets. And you can see here, these are some of the most popular coins traded in Asia right now. And in addition, we have XRP is online now. Transaction fees are 50% off. This is CoinCola. CoinCola is in Hong Kong. They are a little different because they are an OTC P2P site. So you can trade person to person and go over the counter. So no doubt you've got some good pricing chances on this site. And when you use this, CoinCola will provide the secure online escrow that you need to actually complete that safe trade. So I think that you don't put your slow products in the window if you think about promotions for retail stores. You put your best items in the window to attract those new customers walking by. Well, they have XRP in their window trying to bring new people to their platform. All right, this is something that came out from Swift on the 5th of December. I don't know if you know, but The Guardian reported some real cases of people who have lost their money using Swift. There's a couple that run a charity called St. Paul's Children's Project in Zambia, and they had sent 11,000 pounds, which never arrived when they used the Swift system. And then there was a Martin Finnegan who was trying to send his mom money in Russia, and It was supposed to just take 3 days, and 3 months later, still, there's no sign of where that money is. That was to the tune of £2,450. And then there was a Jan Collins who nearly lost her home after moving to Canada using the SWIFT remittance transfer system. They lost £54,000, which was her deposit, and it went missing. So we see here that SWIFT pilots a new integrated payment validation service as GPI captures more than 50% of the payment volumes. So they only are going to use just 14 banks, but the goal is to improve the payment process, and it's focused on error detection. So not error correction, but error detection. And it's through a predictive analytics. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So SWIFT GPI errors, which hold up the payments, are just, a reality. And not only does it take longer than the same day service, but sometimes that money isn't even found. It's just unbelievable. And the one thing I wanted to point out here, do you see this figure here where my mouse is? So if you had paid attention in the last year to all the figures that SWIFT said it had, they always cited they had 11,000 banks. This is now 10,000 banks. Curious, huh? What happened to those 1,000? All right. Facebook begins hiring for blockchain positions, continues its secret date with cryptocurrencies. Well, CZ, who is the founder of Binance, recently said that he thought in a tweet that Jeff Bezos from Amazon could be the catalyst to get this bull market going again. It's possible. Amazon has 310 million active users, and they have 100 million Prime members. So, yeah, that's nothing to shake a stick at. But if you look at Facebook, they have same number of numbers using Instagram, 100 million. But in terms of active users on Facebook, 2.2 billion. In fact, 5 new profiles are created every second on Facebook, and the retention is 20 minutes. If you know anything about retention rates on YouTube, having a retention rate of 20 minutes is like unbelievable. It'd be a dream. So there are 500,000 comments made every 60 seconds on Facebook. When I saw that there is more happening in terms of Facebook hiring people for their blockchain initiative, I paid attention because I personally think this is a major catalyst waiting to happen. So they want to hire a data scientist, a data engineer, 2 software engineers, and a product marketing lead. And you can see here from the screenshot, it is all within the blockchain sector. And we do know that David Marcus, recently, he had to step down from the board of Coinbase to work and concentrate on Facebook's secret blockchain project. Come on, Facebook. Hurry up. Hurry up. I want to see you come into this space. Talk about SNS. No, this isn't my fluff story, but I'm getting very close to that. SNS, there is a app called TikTok. It was actually developed in China, but it is the fastest growing SNS in Japan right now. It started, like I said, in China in 2014. The numbers for December 2018, they'll just blow you away. 800 million apps have been downloaded. 500 million active users. It's all about 15-second videos. Most of them are about music or comedy. It's very addictive, actually. 60% are female, 60% have a college degree, and 50% are over the age of 24. So where there is content, there is commerce. And they don't have a monetization model like Facebook. However, there is huge product placement and sponsorship, and the people who are successful on this platform are making a lot of money. As a matter of fact, in Q1 2018, this was the #1 download in the Apple Store. And I will put this link in the comment section. This is the Best of Asia TikTok. Seriously, I don't know, maybe I'm just, I don't know, different, but I couldn't stop watching. So I'll put the link down in the comment section below, and I'd love to know if you had that same reaction. Okay, everybody, we're going into the fluff. And the fluff is, for those of you who are new, a story about Japan that's in relationship to, or it has a tie-in some way, somehow, to the video of the day. Today, I want to talk about digital playtime in Japan. This gentleman is from the University of Tokyo, and he is promoting what's called digital play. So Yoshikawa, which is a region of Saitama Prefecture, it's a suburb of Tokyo. It's north of here. They have nearly 400 kindergartens and nursery schools who are using these smartphones software application called Kits. And the Kits provides these kids a way to interact with technology and learn. They use 3D computer graphics. Most of it is done through a tablet, and the results so far is the kids are totally engaged and find that it's very, very fun. So parents are afraid that if their children get a late start in digital technology, that they will fall behind. So they have started not only in the kindergartens, but also in the preschools. So we'll probably have to wait a full year, maybe, or two, to see the real results of how this is going. But I don't know. From the pictures and from what I've read, it seems like it's going to be a success. Okay, everybody. That's all I have for you today. Please take care, and sayonara for now. Bye-bye.